This is Mike White with OMNI Career Search, Video Blog 105. Good morning, working America. Welcome to another edition of OMNI Podcast. Today I'm going to talk to you about the game of Monopoly. We're going to play Monopoly with a recruiter that's internal versus using an outside agency. And they're going to face off in a little game of Monopoly. We're going to see how that turns out. Everybody knows you start the game of Monopoly. You roll the dice. You're trying to get the first property you can get. So we're going down to Baltic and Mediterranean. Baltic and Mediterranean is going to be a lot like the posting, whether you're using Craigslist, Monster, Indeed, whatever it is you're using. It is the equivalent to you spending money and putting an ad on. Then we move on to Connecticut Ave and Vermont Ave, as well as Oriental Ave. That is the equivalent of filtering the resumes that come in from those postings. If you're fortunate enough to have some, you want to filter through them and find the best ones. Roll the dice again, and we come up to the next stop, which is Virginia Ave and States Ave. That is the equivalent of calling those people and using your time and resources to get them in to set up interviews. Next roll of the dice is New York Avenue and Tennessee Avenue with St. James. That is the equivalent of conducting the interviews, getting the people to show up and screening them through a consistent interview process. Step 5 is the Illinois Ave, Indiana Ave, and Kentucky Ave. That is the equivalent of doing the reference checks and calling and checking work history on these people. Then next roll of the dice is Atlantic Ave and Marvin Gardens. That is a background check, drug test, DOT, whatever it is that your company does for final rounds of testing to stay consistent with your hiring process. Then we're on to number 7. Number 7 is the Pacific Ave, Pennsylvania Avenue, and North Carolina Avenue. That is your final interviews, and then from your final interviews, hopefully your offer. And then the creme de la creme, where everybody wants a hotel, is Boardwalk and Park Place. That's your start date, your orientation, you get your HR work done, and you do your training. Next roll of the dice, however, the person quits after a few months. If you're an internal recruiter, you go directly to hiring jail. You do not collect your money. Matter of fact, you lose the money you spent and you are back to spending the money all over again to try and hire that person. Using an external recruiter, you have an insurance policy. You are not starting from scratch. You are putting it back on the agency, and they are going ahead and getting you some final candidates because they have a guarantee typically, and you want to make sure your outside recruiter does have a guarantee and partners with you in the hiring process. Thank you for today. Be sure to check us out at omnicareersearch.com. Check out our blogs. We have a library of resources for you. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 888-86-MY-JOB. Thank you and have a good day. Okay, so the jokes have been somewhat of a hit. I don't know why, neither does my wife, but here's the joke of the day. The CEO is out golfing with his executive assistant, and he's having a terrible round. He's hitting fat the whole day. He's hitting the ground, and he's just chunking it, and he screams at the top of his lung after about his 10th chunk, "I'd move heaven and earth to shoot 100 on this course." And the young assistant says, "I'd try heaven because you've already moved earth all day today." Thanks. Have a good day.